Hey, what's up? Ever wondered why so many foreigners from the land of tea, tacos, or tulips fly across the globe to marry Filipinas? Like, what's the magic? Is it the smile? The cooking? The yes-po sweetheart while holding a plate of lumpia? Or is it just because Jollibee spaghetti hits different? You see it everywhere. On vlogs, in airports, in tourist towns, foreigners absolutely smitten. Let's get one thing straight. Filipinas don't need a wand to cast a spell. You know what Filipinas are really known for? They're warm, super family-oriented, and genuinely make you feel at home. Like the kind of person who'll give you the best seat in the house, serve you the biggest scoop of rice, and hand you the remote, even if it's her favorite teleserye playing. On top of that, they're incredibly loyal with values that run deep. When a Filipina loves, she loves with her whole heart, and maybe a side of adobo too. And let's not forget, most Filipinas are fluent in English. So there's less of lost in translation and more of, let's binge watch Netflix together. A foreign guy once said, I came for the beaches but stayed for the timpla ng sinigang and sweet conversation. Now that's love seasoned well, but beyond the sweetness and the smiles lies a quiet strength that could rival any superhero origin story. Filipinas carry the weight of family, tradition, and modern dreams, all while balancing a tray of pancit, attending Zoom meetings, and making sure everyone's eaten twice. Whether she's a province-born girl chasing her goals in the city, or a career woman supporting loved ones from across oceans, her resilience is no joke. She's not just someone you love, she's someone you admire. And if you're lucky enough to be loved by a Filipina, buckle up. You're not just getting a partner. You're getting a cheerleader, a best friend, and a daily reason to. In the Philippines, we grow up with utang na loob, respect for elders and family-first values. For Westerners, it's a refreshing change from their fast-paced, individualistic society. Extended family living together might seem odd to some, but here, it's the norm. Lola, Tate, the bunso, the dog, and even the neighborhood chicken all share one roof. To some, it's chaos. To others, it's heaven. In a Filipino household, karaoke echoes louder than any doorbell, and love is loud. You'll find real human connection where neighbors drop by unannounced with mangoes. Kids still say manopo to show respect, and it's not just charming, it's soul-hugging. You realize it's not about having space to yourself, but sharing it with others. You'd be surprised. Filipinas marrying foreigners? This ain't new. Even during the Spanish and American colonization, Filipinas already formed intercultural relationships. Why? Because even the colonizers were like, wait, she's strong, sweet, and smarter than me? Say no more. Fast forward to the 1980s and 90s, Filipinas were meeting pen pals and answering friendship classifieds in global newspapers. It was like Tinder, but with envelopes. Today it's emails, DMs, and video calls. But the heart remains the same. And let's be honest, Filipinas didn't just wait to be discovered. They took the initiative with charm, curiosity, and killer handwriting. Many were balancing jobs, family duties, and still had the grace to write heartfelt letters that could melt hearts across continents. Fast forward to today, and they're tech-savvy queens juggling careers, side hustles, and midnight video calls with a smile. Whether it's a handwritten note or a good morning mahal on Messenger, the sincerity never fades. Because at the core, okay, let's talk about the elephant in the room. You've probably heard the comments, right? Foreigners just want submissive wives, or the classic, it's all for the green card. But let's be real for a second. A lot of Filipinas marry out of genuine love, not out of desperation. These women aren't just sitting around waiting to be rescued. Nope. They're out there working abroad, sending money home, raising kids, and, somehow, still managing to look flawless while juggling a rice cooker and a toddler on one hip. That's not submissive. That's superwoman-level multitasking. Let's flip the script. If being kind, nurturing, and family-oriented gets labeled as submissive, then maybe the world needs more of it, because guess what? Behind that soft smile is a woman who can negotiate a better phone plan in 3 languages, budget remittances down to the last centavo, and FaceTime her mom while cooking adobo from memory. She's not just choosing a man, she's choosing a future where love is mutual, respect is real, and teamwork means sharing dreams, not just bills. So no, it's not about green cards or fairy tales, it's about finding someone who sees her worth. Cape, rice cooker, lipstick, and all. Imagine this. American husband, where's the remote, honey? Filipino wife, I put it beside the tabo, under the doily, next to the giant plastic-wrapped sofa. That's culture shock meets true love. Or this classic scene, foreigners after eating adobo. Honey, you cooked this chicken in soy sauce and vinegar? I've seen the light. Next thing you know, he's requesting adobo on his birthday. Every year. And let's not forget the moment he discovers Wallace Tombo isn't a magical broom, but somehow still sweeps like one. Or when he learns that merienda isn't just a snack, it's a sacred midday ritual right between breakfast and lunch, and sometimes between lunch and dinner too. At first it's quirky, then it's charming, then suddenly he's the one reminding her, Mahal, it's 3 p.m., where's the Tehran? That's the beauty of intercultural love. The small things like banana ketchup, thunderous thunderstorms, or calling everyone ate or kuya become the glue that bonds two worlds together. And in that fusion, you don't just find laughter, you find home. Now, why not other Asian countries? Well, every culture is unique. But what sets Filipinas apart? They're westernized and traditional, a perfect mix. They're resilient and adaptable. We survive typhoons and family reunions. And they've got a humor that can go toe-to-toe with any meme lord. Plus, there's karaoke. Don't underestimate the power of belting "My Heart Will Go On" while falling in love. And let's be real, where else will you find someone who can slay a Beyoncé note, roast you lovingly in perfect English and Taglish, then pray the rosary with your mom all in the same evening? That's not just charm, it's cultural multitasking at its finest. Filipinas don't just adapt, they elevate. They bring warmth to your cold winters, laughter to your quiet dinners, and depth to your everyday life. So while other countries may have beauty and brains too, the Filipina blend of heart, hustle, and hilarity, that's a once-in-a-lifetime kind of love. Let's give a shout out to some of the love stories that started in the most unexpected ways. Take the Canadian guy who met his Filipino wife through online chess. Yup, he slid into her DMs with a bishop, not a pickup line. Now he says mahal kita and checkmate with equal confidence. Romance and strategy in one. And then there's the Aussie surfer who came to the Philippines chasing waves, but ended up falling for the woman who made him sinigang. He says, I came for the ocean, but stayed for the soup and the soulmate. Behind all the laughs are real stories of people who built lives together. Families, kids, even businesses. Proof that love, and maybe a bowl of sinigang, can truly change your direction in life. These aren't just cute anecdotes. They're love stories with rice cookers and passports, visa stamps, and karaoke machines. From late-night video calls to long flights and longer immigration lines, these couples chose each other over distance, doubt, and cultural differences. And what started with a message or a meal turned into shared dreams, dual citizenship kids who say po after every sentence, and family reunions that span time zones. Because when love is rooted in respect, laughter, and a perfectly cooked lumpia, it's not just a relationship, it's a global celebration. So what's the value in all this? It's not just about who marries whom, it's about understanding the power of love beyond borders. Filipinas show us that relationships aren't built just on attraction, but on values, resilience, laughter, and a good pancit recipe. So to all those wondering why foreigners choose Filipinas, the answer is simple: heart, humor, and halo halho. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more trivia and Filipino-flavored wisdom. Hanggang sa muli!